Hi guys, hope you're all well. Just a quick update video. I am traveling at the moment, in Russia at the moment, Estonia shortly, so it's difficult to sit down and really go through this in detail. So this is going to be a short, sharp update, but I think it's an important update. Now, my thesis for the coming months has been the same now for a while, and it continues to be the same. I think we are going to see a late summer risk rally. Now this is based on the thesis that the market has priced in inflation, it has priced in interest rate risk. So I think inflation has peaked. I think we will see that in the coming data in either the next report or the following month. But I think inflation has peaked, and I actually expect it to be shown next month. Oil is rolling over. Now this is a massive moment for where we go from here in the coming months. But oil peaked last week. We've seen an aggressive sell-off on Friday here, and I expect that trend to continue. A combination of supply solution, so obviously this was always a supply side issue, supply solution combined with demand destruction. We see around the world energy prices are just too expensive, and people just can't afford to pay that sort of money. So this demand destruction from everywhere across the economy is going to help bring this oil price down. And this is one of the steps that we're going to see this filter into inflation, and which will back up this move, which I believe we're going to see in late summer, this late risk rally, late summer, Indian summer risk rally. So yeah, oil rolling over. Inflation peaked. I think we have seen dollar strength, DXY peaking as well. I think this will be the peak for the cycle. I could be wrong, and if I'm wrong, then it will take risk assets down with it. But I expect this move now back down to this ascending channel, and rather than retesting it and bouncing, I think we retest it and we collapse into the channel in the next 6 to 8 weeks. Next, 10-year bond yield. I think we've also seen the peak of this summer cycle, if you want to call it that, up at just shy of 3.5%, I believe. And I think the bond market will now lead lower on a yield basis. And we want to see that happen to make the move that we expect to happen in terms of risk assets. SPX. 3,674 was the close on Friday. It is a US bank holiday today, Monday the 20th of June, I believe. Now, this may not be, you can never catch the bottom. I am more of a macro trader than micro trader. I enjoy looking at TA and levels, but the macro side of things is what really, if you can catch those moves, really makes money. Now, I am DCAing into risk, I'm DCAing into equities here, and I'm also DCAing into crypto, because I believe that we are nearly there. Again, I think inflation has topped. I think oil is rolling over. I think DXY has topped and will roll over more aggressively in the coming weeks and months, and then keep an eye on 10-year bond yields. Yeah, I'm DCAing into equities. It could well go lower in the shorter term, but if I'm correct and we see this late summer rally, it's going to be explosive, because when the Fed pivots, and I think they will, on the basis that interest rates are, or interest rate predictions and what the market has priced in is very aggressive, on the basis that inflation is very aggressive. And when you see inflation start to come off, which I think it will, and I think it will come off relatively quickly, then you couple that with what will be increasingly grim economic data in the next 6 to 8 weeks, the Fed will pivot, and when they do, the market will create, when everyone is one side, there will be an explosive move upwards. In terms of crypto, levels, if I'm perfectly honest, I don't care. At the moment, I don't care. At these levels, I'm just DCAing. Super simple. I have 3 coins, Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Cardano, which I'm DCAing into. If we go lower from here, we go lower, such is life, but for me, these levels are just a fantastic opportunity to get into risk. So yeah, that's exactly what I've been doing for the last 2 weeks. Is just nibbling, really, all three coins, different positions. Bitcoin. We'll go to the Ethereum chart. Obviously, that has done very well after, as it should have done, after a really, really aggressive sell-off in the last 10 days. One week, I mean, unprecedented, really, in terms of the aggressiveness of the sell-off. To be honest, 1,124. This chart is really irrelevant. What's more interesting is the Ethereum Bitcoin chart. So I mentioned this in last week's, maybe it was 2.5 weeks ago now. My last video, I was looking for something around the 0.05 level on the Bitcoin Ethereum relationship. So I nibbled some risk here, 0.05 and 0.051. As I thought that level might get front run. It didn't. It actually went below 0.05. But yeah, took some risk from Bitcoin into Ethereum there. And in all honesty, I think that's going to be probably from a fiat basis, I think this will be which was $880, I believe, the market bottom. The market bottom for the next few months anyway. Whether we then see an outperformance of Bitcoin versus of Ethereum to bring that valuation down to here, I don't know. I'm not really speculating on that. I had the first level I wanted to get to, which was here, and which I did, and I have swapped risk. I hold Bitcoin, I hold Ethereum, and I also hold Cardano. Cardano, it was my coin that really, it's by far my most profitable coin and my most profitable trade I've ever taken. I DCA'd it from 0.05 to 0.1 back in 2020, and then sold at various stages up here, and then on the way down again. My last sell was at 120, as you can see from this tweet. As per that tweet, I always said that I would be looking at that 50-cent level to start putting some more risk on again. It's come lower than that, so I nibbled a little bit at 0.46, and then I bought some more this morning, a bigger chunk this morning. And again, if I'm perfectly honest, at these levels, I'm not going to look at the price action. I'm really not. I'm happy that the sell-off we've seen, which is a real crypto winter sell-off. I'm happy now to deploy risk and forget about it. Lock it up, forget about it, DCA into it. I'm absolutely fine with that. I have dry powder left, but I intend to use a good chunk of it in the coming weeks. I already have deployed a good chunk of it, and I intend to deploy the majority of it in the coming days and weeks. If I'm wrong, I'm sitting in assets which I value and which I believe the long-term future is a one-way bet. But if I'm right and we see this Fed pivot and this explosive late summer move in risk, then it's going to turn out to be a very profitable trade. And guys, just a quick NFT update as well. My view is exactly the same as it has always been. I think that Web3, the virtual world, virtual reality, the metaverse, NFTs are going to play a huge part in them. I think they are the equivalent of owning a Rolex or driving a Ferrari in the real world. And every day, every week, every month, every year, the amount of time we spend in the virtual world is increasing, and that trend will only continue. So I think if you buy into blue chip NFTs, you are onto a winner, a long-term store of value, admittedly high volatility, and at the moment NFTs are leveraged Ethereum essentially. However, if you back the correct team, the blue chip stuff, I think it is again a one-way bet. Personally, as you can probably tell from the video, massive Gutter Cat Gang fan, so I'm stacking those, trying to get into the it's all subjective, but the best quality cats, I guess. My stab in the dark is the Wrecked Guy project. Picked up around 10 of those. Average entry about 0.7 Ethereum. I think the floor's at a half at the moment. So
yeah, I might look to add, but I'm quite happy with 10 pieces of that. I love the art. I think the project could be one of those ones which, is a multi X over the next few months, few years. We'll see. Less said about this guy, the better. I don't know what I was thinking. But there's also trades to be made as well. It's often a case of buying the fear, buying the blood. I picked up a ape 6 days ago for 92 Ethereum, and I sold him last night for 99.9. So yeah, like 100 Ethereum. So this guy, yeah. So after fees is about 3 Ethereum profit. 6 days, take that off the table, fantastic. I will probably now look to try and get back into apes, but yeah, I don't want to go lifting offers. I will be putting in wrapped ETH prices and hoping that somebody comes to trade with me. So yeah. Anyway, just an example of what there is out there at the moment. Now look, just to finish the video, I'm going to be doing a gutter clone giveaway. A rat, really clean. I really like this guy actually. Really clean crown gutter clone rat. So as per before, it's a few things. Subscribe to the video, or to the channel I should say if you haven't already. Like the video, like the tweet, retweet the tweet, and please tag 3 people in it to get yourself entered into the draw. And I will be announcing the winner on next episode. So yeah, and then this guy will be winging its way over to a new owner. Yeah, guys, as always, I hope you're well. Have a cracking week, and I will catch you in the next one.